everyone, and welcome. Today I'm going to continue on with my Birthstone series, and I am going to be doing April. Now for April, it's diamonds, and y'all, next week is my birthday, so I am going to do this all things I love. So I asked myself what I really wanted for my birthday. Well, this stone is the answer. You guys probably don't know it, but about a year or so ago, I made a brand new resin video, and this rock was one of the stars in it. I painted it with the Deco Art Chalky, and then I covered it in resin to show that the resin just doesn't cover that paint very well. You can see it all in that video. I'll link it right here. Well, okay, so I caused a lot of damage to this poor little stone. It did nothing wrong, and I say for my birthday, I want to take all of that damage and I want to make it beautiful again. So I gave it a couple of coats of some black paint right over the top of that resin. And honestly, it has probably been drying for nearly a year now, so it's good and dry. I am gonna get out my DIY stencil and give this bad boy some guidelines. If you guys need more information on my DIY stencil or these guidelines, I'm leaving a whole playlist of helpful videos in the description. You guys check those out. I've compiled loads of information for you. I'm also going to list every supply I use in this video. So if you're looking for something I'm using, search no more, check out that description. And I also want to remind everyone to hit the like button if you don't mind. It really helps me get my videos out to more people. Now, let me show you the rhinestones that I bought just for my birthday stone, you guys. Yes, they are glass rhinestones, and it would turn out that a lot of these little compartments have multiple stones in them, like different sizes, different shapes. So I'm gonna take just a moment to separate them all out, and just like that, with the magic of editing, I'm back with a whole sorted tray. And before we get started, I feel like I need to dress for the occasion. You guys, I want you to look at this bracelet that I got from Cheryl. It is handmade and it is absolutely stunning with all of its little yellow crystals, which are my favorite color, and the pearls and the gold, and I'm telling you, it just screams JaDeL. So I'm gonna wear this through my video, and I wanna give a special shout out to Cheryl. It meant so much to me, you sending me this, and I didn't want you to think I wasn't wearing it. All right, let me prep this platinum paint with a little bit of my Flow Aid, and then let's get to blinging out this poor little misfit stone. I know I caused you so much pain, little guy, but here we come. We're gonna make it all better. Happy birthday to everyone born in April. It's gonna be a great month. Let's go. Oh, y'all, I'm so sorry to interrupt so soon, but I need to explain what's about to happen. I just realized what I'm doing. I'm adding these rhinestones directly to this watercolor pencil, which is fine. But in so many places, this line that I'm trying to cover in rhinestones intersects with my guidelines. And what happens, I've done this before, is I get that adhesive on those guidelines, and once it dries, y'all, there's no way to erase the guidelines under it. So I'm trying to predict everywhere that my glue might touch those guidelines, and I'm going to get rid of them right now. An alternative, and really easier alternative, might have been to take your fine line brush and that platinum paint and paint out these gorgeous swirly looking lines that we just drew. Basically, you can let those dry for 24 hours, then come back and glue these rhinestones down. It'll just give it a really, really beautiful platinum background to those. You know, it might even enhance it and make it even prettier. But I didn't think of it in time, so now I'm just going to go through this whole predicting game and erase all the guidelines that just might get in the way. Y'all wish me luck. I'm sure I'll miss some. If you miss some, that's okay. You can always go back at the end and paint over the adhesive covering the guidelines with a little bit of that base color black paint. If you have any more questions about that, please ask me in the comments. I don't mind explaining it better. Sometimes I'm awful at explaining these things. But enough for now. Let's get back to making this stone blinging gorgeous. Here we go. Oh man, you guys, I've got to get all of these guidelines out of all these little nooks and crannies. Thank goodness I have all of these different kinds of cotton swabs. Thank you, Diane, for sending me some more of them. I was completely out, and I appreciate your kindness. I am going to use all the different sizes. I'm going to get them a little damp, and I'm going to do my best to get those guidelines out of here and see what we're left with. Now I'm going to give this whole stone a coat of resin, and I know that is like nails down a chalkboard for some of y'all because yes, I am going to absolutely lose just a little bit of that bling from these gorgeous glass rhinestones, but to me, it's completely worth it. Eventually, this stone is going to be a fabulous decoration piece somewhere, but it is going to need a good little bit of a wipe down from time to time to remove fingerprints and dust like that. And can you guys imagine running a cloth over this thing and it snagging all of those rhinestones? Okay, I can't. And the clean freak in me is like, okay, we got to be able to wipe these down, and I don't want to lose any of the rhinestones. So this resin is pretty much going to seal the deal for me. I'm going to show y'all exactly how I do it. I've mixed up just enough for this stone, and this is how I do it. Just a little by little, I work it in with my fingers, and I'm really careful to go around each and every stone and just do the best I can, and then I just let it dry. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is gorgeous. Can you believe that this was my poor little misfit stone? Y'all, I did it so dirty. I hope I made up for it today. This has made my birthday complete. You guys, this has been sitting up on that top shelf of my art desk, just kind of staring at me for the last year. And it does. I don't know why I feel bad about stuff like that, but I do. And now I feel much better about it. You guys, let's take a look at all the stones that we've made in our birthday series so far. All right, so far we have garnet for January and amethyst for February and aquamarine for March. And now, diamonds. Oh yeah, for April. Join me next month and we will do May. Until then, I want you to watch all of my videos 500 times a piece and then rock on.